Hi, okay, I have got an ex connected into you who is on the verge of confessing that they want you back, okay? They're very, very, very much still into you, okay? I feel they're still very much in love with you. So they are on the verge of telling somebody else who I feel is going to relay this information back to you. So today, by the end of the video, we're going to find out what their feelings are for you at the moment, what they would say to you if they were in front of you, any challenges, okay, and then the outcome. And I feel they're going to come back, okay. So I think really today for me, the outcome I'm hearing is it going to work, okay? Have they changed? Are they going to be true to their word? That's what I'm hearing. Are they going to be true to their words? So let us get into this. Okay, I'll just give these a shuffle. I'll have a quick look at the past first, and then we will go through this and we'll have an answer for you by the end of it. So just while I'm shuffling, I hope you're well. I hope you're okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. It's really, really kind of you. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video. Links are below in the description box. Everything's on the website, and also check out the special limited $1 reading on there as well. And thank you for all your comments. I do read all of my comments. I just feel this is a positive energy. I think so. I think the leopard has changed their spots. Before I even go any further with my tarot, I just feel it. I just feel positive. You know, you get that bubbly feeling. I just feel it is. So let's have a look at the past anyway. Let me have a little peek at what was going on. Right. Okay, karma. Yes. Okay. In the past, your ex has learnt a lesson. Okay, they've learnt a lesson. But I can see in the past that they were quite judgmental. A lot of blame. Some dishonesty, okay, and also avoidance. I can also see that you felt you were being juggled in some shape or form. Their attention wasn't totally on you. There could have been other reasons for this. I'm not necessarily saying it was third party. It could have been other issues in life, work, that kind of stuff, family, children. But you always felt that you never quite knew where you were with this person. And I can see in the past that they got restless for some reason, okay? That they'd almost... There's two twos here. So their energetically, you felt them pull back. You felt them pull away from you. And it was almost like 1 foot out of the door, but 1 foot, still in the door. But you just felt like you were being juggled, or both of you were having to juggle a lot of things in your life. And that can make relationships difficult. Maybe you were long distance, but there was juggling going on, not enough attention on the relationship. And I feel your ex, instead of dealing with the problems, we all have problems, it's life, they avoided it, okay, and did something else. They thought the grass was greener, okay. But with this Justice card, I honestly feel that they've learnt their lesson, okay. I feel they've learnt the lesson. So let me see what challenges we've got, okay, in the current environment between you both. What's coming out as a challenge? Yeah, your ex could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Their energy has come out. I feel that your ex, I don't feel they're the most effusive, lovey-dovey person. Okay, they live very much in their head, and they will intellectualize before they feel, okay. Now this is where on the verge I feel's coming out, okay. They haven't quite done it yet, and I feel what they're doing is they're going through in the head, shall I say this, or if I say that, or should I write this? They're working out on an intellectual level how to approach this situation. Now, That's great. I do know they love you, but they're kind of analysis paralysis, okay? They're not the most emotional bunny on the planet, okay? I feel this person with you, when it's the two of you, you know that they care about you, okay? But they're not effusive. So the challenge, I think, at the moment is they are taking too long to try and dot I's and cross T's. Yeah. One of the things, though, the unknown, the Ten of Swords, a challenge, is how this relationship ended. Okay. I don't feel this relationship should have ended. Some definitely should end, okay? Some, if you're with someone who's narcissistic and toxic and, and all of that. But I honestly feel that your ex just tends to analyse, and then they live in their head. They can have anxiety about stuff. But what it boils down to is they know they betrayed you. There was a real deep hurt here when you both separated. And I feel it was on both sides. I feel you definitely were betrayed. Yeah, you were betrayed. There was only, you could only go up from here. But I feel with your ex that it's been over a period of time, because they close their feelings off, you see. They do have feelings, and they've got feelings. But when you separated, instead of facing what they've done, because I feel they're an air sign, or they've got a lot of air in their chart. It could be their Venus sign. They could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Venus, or a rising, or maybe it's their communication style. It could be a Mercury, but there's an air sign in one of the predominant planets here. And they just shut down. They will avoid. They do love deeply, and they love you very deeply, okay? So the challenge here is them actually doing something, confessing to whoever this friend is, okay? And taking a chance. They need to take a chance. Let me see what they would say to you. Okay, let's go into the heart. Let's channel the energy. What's in the heart, please? Reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. Yeah, you two were like peas in a pod. I don't think everybody understood your relationship. Okay, I don't feel they did. I feel to outsiders, they just didn't get it. Okay, and sometimes that's how it is. There's an old-fashioned saying, they'd spoil another couple. Okay. I was saying of my mum, actually, so it's a very old saying. They didn't get you, but you got each other, okay? But there was this Two of Pentacles in the past where there was a lot of up and down, juggling life, juggling anything to do with life you were juggling, okay? And it can also mean that someone will base a decision about a relationship, they will base that decision based on financial means. Okay? But they miss you. They miss you. What else, please? Bottom of their heart. Let's have what they're not telling you. What are they not? Well, they're not telling you, are they? Because they haven't done it. Because they're too busy, kind of just stuck in their head, really. They're going to pick this friend, though. Sorry, I'm digressing, but I heard to tell you, the friend is going to be someone who is quite a balanced person. So you'll know who this is. They're not airy-fairy or dramatic. They're quite a balanced, reliable person. So that's who they're going to be talking to. This is what they'd like to say, indecisive. There we go. That's exactly what we've been hitting on today. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. But at the bottom of the deck, what you don't know and what I want you to take away from this reading, and if you want this person back, all you do is change the story, okay? You are irreplaceable, and the way you loved can never be matched. This person's still very, very much in love with you. All right? Very, very much in love with you. Is there anything else going on in this ex's environment we need to know about with this deck, please? They're absolutely bored out their fruit. Same shit, different day. So their life is really just... I wouldn't say it was very exciting. I feel if they did go into a third party, they were never you. It was a rebound. Okay? It was a rebound. You're one of a kind. That's what I'm hearing. You're one of a kind. Yeah, they got themselves involved with someone who had a bad reputation. Okay? Or somebody that was known to be not what they presented to be. This could be anyone. It could be family member who's just a liar, or it could be a third party. But, you know, it's not working out for them. There was also a lot of drinking, okay, in some shape or form. So let's get this deck out. Bottom of the deck. They're manifesting you in. Now, this is Aquarian energy as well, okay? This is Aquarius. So, look, I don't know if you know their birth chart, but there's definitely strong air in your ex's chart. They're still in love with you. There's a distance, but they want to be open, they want to be honest, and, you know, they just want to be there for you. They just want to be there for you, okay? Let's see. Best possible outcome in the current energy. Right, you're living rent-free in their head, but they have been pretty immovable. They're really quite difficult to break through, aren't they? They're very loving, they're very kind, but they like to be seen as in charge of their life. They could be older than you as well. I feel there's a bit of an age difference, but they like to be in charge. But you're living rent-free in their head. Are they going to do anything in the next 6 weeks? They will eventually. I know they will. I know they will. So that's why I'm doing a timing today. Are they going to do anything in the next 6 weeks? Or are they just going to think about it? They're frightened of the way it ended, okay? They're frightened of the way it ended. And I think you are as well a little bit. There was a lot of words said that should not have been said. That was spiteful, hurtful. But I do feel that they weren't meant. You know, sometimes you can say things, we do it, don't we? But we make up, or we didn't mean it. You know, we can all fly off the handle and say things we don't mean. Like I say, we're human. You know, we have to live in this world, live on this planet for a start. One more. There they are again. King of Swords. Double card, King of Swords. That's the first one. Yeah, they'll be back. Okay, they will be back. You know, this is their energy. It's a king. You would be a queen in this reading, male or female, or however you identify. They will be back, and they're hoping that you will at least allow them to have a conversation with you, okay? They want to balance things out here. And you know, I even feel that if you said no, they'd just be grateful to clear the air, but they do love you. I think they would respect you enough to stand back, okay? But they want to open up to you. They're very emotionally avoidant. It'll go back to childhood, But they're an air sign as well, I feel, and air signs aren't always the most effusive with their emotions. Air signs tend to live in their head a bit more. But I do feel they want to balance things out, and they'd like to say, let's try again. That's what I'm hearing. Let's try again. Yeah, and I think what they would like ultimately is they would like a stable, long-term, committed relationship. You know what? You know, you and this person share the same traditions and values. You've got the same sense of humour. You just get each other, okay? Yeah, they miss you. You've come out, the Queen. That's how they see you, the Queen of Wands. Doesn't matter, male, female. However you identify, it's the energy. They see you as very confident. They love your personality. You make them smile. You know, the inside jokes, that card going way back, that's it. Okay, so yeah, this person will. This person will be back. Okay, they will come back into your life. It's not going to be lovey-dovey message. Okay, it's not. It could just be a message about something that isn't to do with love, and I feel there's this friend involved. Okay, have we got any sign on the friend? The friend's a balanced person. Oh, Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Yeah, it's a soulmate connection. Okay, the friend could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. Okay, but this person's coming back, and I do feel that it will work. You know, the Two of Cups, to me, you just see eye to eye when you do see eye to eye, and that's why they've been so nervous about coming forward, and that's why I feel they're going through this friend who's possibly a water sign, because they're scared, because they know they hurt you. They know what they did. All right. Anyway, I'll leave it with you. Take care. Loads of love. Remember, you're on the pedestal though. Okay? Always remember, you are irreplaceable. Okay? Unforgettable and irresistible. Even if you're having a bad day, just change your thoughts. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you. There never was. People project. Okay? Your ex had got childhood emotional things. Maybe their father wasn't very emotional. Maybe their father was very standard driven, or you were never good enough, or you never met their standards, or very critical. Okay, but there's a reason your ex is a bit avoidant emotionally, but I feel this time they want to talk about it. Okay, anyway, love you. Speak soon. Bye.